You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on. You ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on.
You ain't from the hood.
Niggas always claim to set blood.
But he ain't from the hood.
Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Immigrants going crazy in the hood.
Nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass.
Looking out the time.
Had a little homies press they ass for your tattoos. Had
You're
your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braids.
Roger
two-man fade. I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right. But I was banking on the plane in the meeting with your man.
No
they
other
like, poet, oh, you bang? They forgot where I came from. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Poet, and Swahili, I'm a Damu. My little cousin making Paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Five Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood.
Blue Raz, Berserker. Damn,
you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
I've been going for a while because they have
niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Fuck Chris Brown, nigga. Pull up in the hood right now, nigga. Catch your fade, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Frogs.
You ain't from the hood.
Holla so the blood starts swirling. Fuck you talking about, nigga. We out right now.
First of all, I gotta see this damn thing on. What's up in the building as I see this damn video is on and cracking. It is on and cracking. As y'all probably know, I've been gone for a little while because YouTube, right? YouTube said, you making too many vicious videos. That Marjorie Taylor Greene video that you was finna do is too damn good, right? So what I'm gonna do right now, I got 2 videos that I done. I'm gonna release them on my other channel. So if you ain't been to my other channel, right? Because I guess some people don't know about my other channel, right? So if you ain't been to my other channel, right? My other channel is, wait a minute. If you ain't been to my other channel, you can subscribe to my other channel. I don't know why you ain't been to my other channel. Some people like, where you been? And I like, I ain't been nowhere. I've been here. I've been here. I've been on the YouTube network. I ain't went nowhere. Even though they flagged some of my pages. My other page is Black Rosebud. Go to Black Rosebud. This is where the video is going today. I got 2 videos about the train strike, and I got a video about climate change and kids in school. But if you want to go there, you're going to have to go to this channel right here, right? I already got 1 video up here. I got this video from yesterday. So if you ain't saw these 2 videos or these 3 videos, go ahead and look at this channel. I got a couple other comedy skits up in here. So if you ain't saw them videos, go ahead and send it. Go ahead and see it. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel right here. Now let's get back into the video. Yo, what's up? We got a couple of more people up in there. Vincent Williams. Yo. Right now, this not going to be a video, right? As far as, this is not going to be a video because I'm just going to show previews to the 3 videos that I'm putting up today. Now, the first bit, now, I'm not putting up this video today, but I went to a comedy show last night and we got to talking about Trump and Joe Biden and Trump supporters and shit like that. And an interesting conversation went on, right? I remember when I first started when Trump first was in the White House, we first became president. It was racial as fuck, right? People snatching white people out of cars, beating people up in restaurants, slapping hats off a head. I mean, the MAGA shit was out of control. Everybody was a MAGA supporter. Everybody was white. Having a Trump hat, anything like that, was targeted. Your ass was targeted. You was going to get your ass beat, snatched out of the car, robbed or something, right? Now, most people probably know the dude was on this video because I had a debate with him. I brought him on the show. He pro-Obama and shit like this, right? And in the middle of the argument, I told him, ain't it awfully strange how when we first started doing debates, I was outnumbered because everybody was like, fuck Trump, fuck Joe Biden, Kamala Harris finna do this. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is fighting for us. Fuck Trump, he racist and all that other shit, right? I was always the one guy outnumbered. Now the times has switched. Now he's the one that's outnumbered. Ain't that a bitch? I used to be the one outnumbered, probably the only one talking the Trump shit, right? Now it done switched. Now I got people on my side. Now it's the Joe Biden supporters that are outnumbered, right? And I want my credit. I be telling niggas like, man, hey man, I was the first nigga to hop on this bandwagon. So I don't want none of you niggas coming over here taking none of my shine, coming over here trying to hop on the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying, to try to steal my shine, right? So you niggas got to play in the back row. I'm the first real nigga Trump supporter. I'm the realest nigga that been in LA that's a Trump supporter. I'm the one been hitting these motherfucking streets. I'm the one been hitting these videos. I'm the one been taking this motherfucking heat for this Trump supporter shit. So I don't need you motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, to try to steal my shine. Stay in your place, right? I'm the real, what you want, if you want to call it token nigga, whatever you want to call it, I'm that nigga, right? But first, I want to get into this video, right? And let you see what I saw last night, right? I got all kind of, I've been hitting the streets. Look, I've been hitting the streets with street interviews. Look at this. I've been hitting the streets with street interviews right here.
Question for you. Tell everybody out there, why us black people fuck with Donald Trump?
Because he about that dollar.
Oh, he about that dollar. You know what I'm saying? These
when niggas know about the law. I mean, if he, but FBI, Joe Biden, Vladimir Putin, and Donald Trump.
I asked him, who more corrupt, the FBI, Joe Biden, Vladimir Putin, or Donald Trump? Who more corrupt?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. The streets know that Joe Biden is more corrupt than Donald Trump. I asked plenty of niggas who more corrupt on the street, right? Not their nigga pick Donald Trump. So nobody say Donald Trump more crooked than Joe Biden. Not one nigga. Not one nigga, not one female. Nobody said it. Nobody said Donald Trump is more crooked, right, than Joe Biden. Nobody. He liked the little shirt I gave him. It said, I come with dick and half the ring. Everybody liked the shirts I give him. I got to give people away shirts and shit so they can do the interview. I didn't have to give none of these niggas no shirts, right? Now, I'm going to play a little of this conversation, right? And y'all tell me if y'all can hear it, right? Because this is a very interesting conversation, right? How black people are riding for Trump now, right? Let me get into it. I should make a skit out of this.
What do you think about that?
Me personally, the jails are not designed for rich white men.
Oh, so you saying they ain't gonna lock him up because he white?
He rich too.
They ain't trying to break that nigga. They trying to hit this nigga with all kind of lawsuits going in his pockets and stuff like that. But Donald Trump, he lost money being president.
Right? I don't understand how black people still saying, oh, he's white, he's not going to get locked up. He's rich, he's not going to get locked up. Well, the Democrats are going after Donald Trump's ass. They going after his ass. It ain't got nothing to do with rich. It ain't got nothing to do with white. It has something to do with power. And they going after his ass. They gonna lock, if they could, if the Democrats could lock Donald Trump up, they would lock his white ass up. They would lock his rich ass up. It ain't got nothing to do with color or money. They going after him because they want power, and Donald Trump is exposing their ass. He's exposing them.
So he ain't as rich as he used to be.
Oh, he got money. Did you hear about the taxes he saved by burying his wife?
Burying his wife?
He buried his wife in Mar-a-Lago.
I didn't know he buried his wife in Mar-a-Lago. Did anybody hear about Donald Trump burying his wife in Mar-a-Lago? I didn't hear that, right? They said Donald Trump buried his wife in Mar-a-Lago. Now his ass can file for a tax exemption. Did anybody hear that? Did anybody in the chat hear about Donald Trump burying his wife in Mar-a-Lago, because this shit is news to me. This shit is news to me. Huh? Nigga said Mar-a-Lago. Tanya, have you heard of that? Moose McGrew, have you heard of that? What's that? AK-1776. I know what that year means. Have you heard of that, Flower Boom? Have you heard of anybody burying their damn wife in a damn Mar-a-Lago so they can get tax exemption? If he did, that's smart as fuck. Exactly, Tanya. If he did, that's smart as fuck. I didn't hear him do it, but if he did, oh well, it's smart. Get that tax exemption.
Yeah. Which makes it a cemetery. So now he doesn't have to pay any property tax, no types of taxes at all on Mar-a-Lago. That's crazy. Because it's considered a cemetery.
Well, that's gangster, nigga. I want to bury my baby mama in the backyard, nigga.
Yeah.
I thought he was stupid.
Look,
well, he knows some smart people.
I want to bury my baby mama in the backyard and call it a pet cemetery. It's a monkey.
Yeah, they can bury. We burying people. I want to bury my baby mama in the backyard and call it a pet cemetery. I'm finna put a bug in my hitman ear, like, hey man, oh, good look out on the donation. My first donation on the super chat in the week. Good looking out on the super chat. Who is this right here? Oh. Barkable. Have a nice big juicy burger on me, sir. I always enjoy your content. Good looking out. Barkable. Ooh, I got that name. Barkable. Look, if my grandmother was watching this channel, you'd be in trouble because you got too many B's in your name, right? You have to change each B to a C. So your name would be Carkle. You can't mention no B's around my grandmother. You got too many B's in your damn name. You better erase some of them damn B's just in case my grandmother hop on the channel. I'm telling you, Barkable. Erase that shit. Oh, look at that. Ken came through. Why didn't leave no message, Ken? So I can read the message, Ken. Next time, leave a message, Ken, so I can read your message, Ken. Now, let's go deep in here. Bark, and Ken, right? Let's go deep into this conversation. Because if you've been watching my channel, you probably know the big dude, right? That's going to be taking up for Joe Biden. He's been getting embarrassed lately. Look at the conversation. Watch how I ain't gonna play the whole conversation because I'm saving it for a skip. But look how the conversation go.
Same motherfucking thing he had. Hey, you believe Trump belong in jail? Huh? You believe Trump belong in jail?
He about to say some real shit. Now you look at him. He don't look like no Trump supporter. I don't look like no Trump supporter. Right? Half the niggas out here don't look like no Trump supporter. But most of the niggas on the street nowadays is Trump supporters. You see him on the street, you wouldn't just, hey, you a Trump supporter? No. You wouldn't think he a comedian. He been on Def Jam, he been on a couple other shit, you know what I'm saying, with big time comedian. But you wouldn't think he was a Trump supporter by looking at him. He from New York too.
Nah. What kind of top secret? What kind of secrets Trump had? Do you know?
I don't know what he had. I don't think he should be in jail.
Okay. Who you think more crooked? Joe Biden, the FBI, Vladimir Putin, or Donald Trump?
I think the FBI.
Woo! So we got one Joe Biden, and we got one FBI. If you watch on the other tape, you got more FBI, and you got way more Joe Biden. So everybody on the street, most of the black people, evidently they getting their news from some type of source, or evidently the shit is kicking in. Because most black people say Joe Biden is more crooked than Donald Trump. I didn't have one person on the street say Donald Trump was more crooked. Not a one. Not one motherfucking black son of a bitch soul said, hey, Donald Trump is more crooked than Joe Biden. So that lets you know, 4 or 5 years ago, all of them would have picked Donald Trump. Right now, nobody picking Donald Trump. They love him.
Ooh, long as you just say Donald Trump, my nigga.
Yeah. No, Donald Trump, he's going to be president again.
Thank you. Good looking out.
Huh? There's black people in the hood say Donald Trump gonna be president again. What you talking about? Donald Trump gonna be president again. Fuck what you talking about. We riding with Trump. Huh? Fuck what you talking about. Oh, I got another donation. James Touche. James Touche, you on the other video. I got James Touche on 2 videos up in here. Dirt Joe Biden wants his big money. Hey, I had James said, I got the railroad strike video made. It just so happened they ended the railroad strike yesterday, right? Or today. I was going to put up the video yesterday, but my channel wasn't up, right? So I said, fuck it, I'm going to save it for a day. The strike probably not going to be over, right? I'm going to save it for another day. I'm going to put it up tomorrow, right? So I'm going to put that video up today on the other channel. So if you want to see the strike video, right, along with the infrastructure video and the climate change video, you're going to have to sub to the other channel, because I don't know if this information is too damn deep that I might get flagged. Because if I got flagged for downloading the Marjorie Taylor Greene video and I'm going to talk about climate change and COVID and all that other shit, I know damn well it can't go on this channel. So I'm about to put it on the other channel just in case it get flagged. It won't mess with my channels for the donation. So if you want to watch the video, I'm going to play a little preview. Oh shit, who was that that's donated? Here's something for your grandmother. Would you want me to buy some bullets? But not, what was that, Vincent? Would I go buy my grandmother some bullets? I'm gonna buy her as a box of bullets. I'm gonna tell her, Vincent, look, hey grandma, Vincent told me to get you a box of bullets. Here go 10. Here go a box of bullets, so he know what you're gonna do with them. He prefer you do it in a democratic city. You know what I'm saying? Vincent, good looking out. You done added to my mama, my grandmother motherfucking X marks the spot chart. But anyway, they're looking out of donation, right? But I'm finna get into them videos in a minute. Show y'all like a little sneak preview, right? Let's get back into this.
You're looking at that. That's a real right
money
there.
team. They fucking with this nigga.
Yeah.
That's the money team.
Why you think so many white people say Donald Trump is racist?
White people say he's racist?
Yeah, white people say he's racist. I heard a lot. Joe Biden call him racist every day.
Well, Joe Biden called him racist, but look who's done the racist shit.
Woo! Ain't that what I've been saying? Huh? My message is starting to finally get out here. This is why I do the video. This is why I expose Joe Biden. But every chance I get, I make these videos, not go on the street, and I expose Joe Biden. Right? Everybody know I'm a Trump supporter. Everybody. Before I hop on the stage, motherfucker be like, hey man, here go Black Rosebud. He's a Trump supporter. Everybody know I'm a Trump supporter. There ain't no new thing. Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
The racist shit. Like
the crime bill.
The crime bill. Every time you talk about reparations, he don't even want to talk to you about that shit. But yet, he wrote the crime bill, and then on top of that, as old as he is, he can remember the Jim Crow time. He was part of it.
Yeah.
His ancestors, his daddy, right coming out of the Jim Crow. His daddy was part of the Jim Crow era. You got to remember, Joe Biden is 78, and his daddy would, if he was alive, he would have to be 100 son. And his grandfather alive, he would have to be at least 150 years ago. That was the Jim Crow law. And Joe Biden say, I'll be damned if I should have to pay for the sins of my father and my grandfather. Meaning his father and his grandfather were slave owners and racists, because it's straight out of Joe Biden. I don't feel I have to pay for the sins of my ancestors, which mean my grandfather and my father. And what sins did they have? Or what sins did they do? They killed niggas, they enslaved niggas, and they beat the shit out of niggas. And Joe Biden say, I don't want no parts in that. I make up my own racist motherfucking laws, right? Huh? The Jim Crow 2.0 was the crime bill 94. Huh? That was Jim Crow 2.0. It fucked up more families than today, and have a worse effect on people today and families today than any slave motherfucking time period in history. We still suffering from the 94 crime bill.
Yeah.
But then, when it comes to an anti-hate crime for certain people, he excluded black people and put an anti-Asian
crime. Oh yeah,
Anti-Asian.
Asian.
Black people are starting to wake up. Why do black people look? I don't understand. It just needs to be more messaging, right? More black people need to hear this message and hear these videos and stuff like that and get the real message. I'm glad people are starting to wake up. Youngsters, old people, black people. It's still a lot of people out there that's stubborn, because it was some so-called Democrats out there, right? They still out there, man. They still out there fighting, right? But they don't know the message. Like you're gonna see in the argument that I'm finna play. Dude is passionate about Joe Biden and hating Donald Trump, but he don't have no narrative. He don't have no information. He don't have no proof. He don't have no correct accusations or anything about Donald Trump. All he going off of is emotions.
We're and trans, so he helped everybody else except for blacks. So how is it a man that old that came from the Jim Crow era knew what black people went through, hung, whipped, raped, murdered? What's the kid's name? The little boy, and she's still alive. The lady who blamed Emmett Till. Emmett Till. He ain't speak nothing about that.
None of that.
No, ain't speak nothing about that. But yet, you got to put out an anti-Asian hate crime bill because they got punched in the face a couple times.
And ain't people been lynching blacks for years. We got Mexicans got a war on blacks out here in LA, right? You got white people got a war on blacks in other places, right? You got you even got Asians in like Long Beach and stuff like that got a war on blacks, right? So you see all this war on blacks, but ain't no laws being passed, right, to protect black people. I mean, it's enough black on black crime anyway. I would put a hate crime on niggas, right? The only hate crime that black people got on each other was the gang allegation. If you're a gang member and you shoot another gang member, right, and you get special allegations, you get gang enhancement, you get enhancements for the gun, you get enhancements for gang banging, you get enhancements for hate and all of those shit, right? That's only on black crime, right? And you're from a gang, you're from an organization, right? But if you're regular black and you get killed by somebody white, no matter how racist the person is, or you get your ass whooped by somebody Asian, you know what I'm saying, or get your ass robbed by somebody Hispanic, whatever the case may be, you don't get the same treatment. You don't get that hate crime. The only hate bill that Joe Biden created, right, is only going to hurt blacks because it's not white people beating up Asians, right? It's not the Mexicans beating up Asians. It's the black people beating up Asians. So when you put a bill with hate crime, with black against, Asian hate crime, that's going towards blacks. When you put a gang hate crime, that's going towards blacks. Everything you saying, all the laws you putting in is only targeted towards blacks. But then if a black person hurt a black person or assault a black person, anything like that, there's no law for that because they get out the next day. You can be a black person right now, go and hit somebody in the head with a damn bat, another black person, and you'll be out the next day. You can hit a poor white person with a bat and be out the next day. You have to hit somebody with some money. You have to hit somebody who can get some lawyers, right? Right? You got somebody in the store trying to rob the store, the store worker, right? Store worker stab him, he died, right? The store worker get charged with murder, right? Someone runs on stage and try to tackle Dave Chappelle. No injuries, none of that. And he get charged with attempted murder. He didn't stab nobody, nobody got injured or none of that. See, if you have money, right? Everything for you changes. The law changes for you. It works for you different, right? The system works for you different. The police work for you different, right? But if you ain't got no money, you fucked. You fucked. There's no attempted murder if no one was injured or no one received any bodily harm. All he tried to do was attempt to tackle the dude. Right? And people was so like George Gershon was right in giving him that case. See what happens when everybody say out here in LA, right? Everybody say, oh man, they focus on the bad shit, right? Which is good, which it should be happening, right? But it's a lot of people that get released from jail that don't go out and commit them crimes, that take advantage of that no bail shit, right? It's a lot of people. They only talking about a small percentage of people, but that small percentage of people is fucking it up for everybody else. everybody else. Right? So now you have a generation of people that know they're not going to jail, and the homicide division is not what it used to be no more, because now they depend on the people, right? A rapper just got shot in a restaurant right in my down the street from my old neighborhood. Them was like our worst enemies, right? Our rivals. When the rapper got shot in a restaurant one day, them was our rivals, right? But now it's gotten so cold that people are walking into restaurants when families are sitting down. You got cameras everywhere. You got people with camera phones everywhere, right? This dude have so much heart that he goes into the restaurant, demands the dude jury, and murders him in front of everybody. No kind of conscience whatsoever. And somebody, LA dude made a statement. You in a restaurant and you eating a steak, right? You eat a steak when you got pit bulls out here that's hungry. They gonna come take your steak. You can't be in a restaurant with a steak and you got these niggas outside guarding the places hungry as shit. They gonna come get you, and that's more Biden shit. The economy, niggas are going broke. What do you think gonna happen when these niggas ain't got no jobs, when these niggas can't hustle, when them stimulus checks ain't came, when them PPP loan money done ran out, when these niggas get hungry and they need them drugs and they need that syrup and they need that powder and they need that stuff to put in their nose, what do you think they're gonna do? Their last resort, these people are criminals. They've been robbing, stealing, and killing their whole fucking life. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna take them unnecessary chances. They're gonna go out and take greater risks, right? They have to, because the money ain't coming in. They don't have no job skills or no motivation or anything to go up and say, okay, let me go get me a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, to cover some of these bills. Let me go over here and look for me a job to cover some of these bills. They don't have that patience. I'm going to go and run something right now. I'm going to rob somebody, and I'm going to go to the pawn shop or go to wherever the black market, sell this shit, and put a couple of bills in my pocket, right? So I can smoke my weed, do my powder, you know what I'm saying, pay for my car note, and wear my own chains. That's how it's going right now. It's getting out of control. Let me keep on rolling.
Do you know Joe Biden is the one that took the Pell Grants out of the penitentiary so black people and the people who've been in the pen can't get educated when they come out?
There you go. Because they weren't coming back when they got educated.
I got to educate people on that too. Joe Biden is the one that took the Pell Grants and stuff out of the jail system. So when people come out of prison, they don't have that education no more. So they're not rehabilitated, right? They come out with no education. They come out with no experience. They come out with no kind of way to give back to society or even contribute to society. So guess what? They come back to jail. Joe Biden took that shit. He put in a 94 crime bill for niggas to go to jail for a long time, and then he took the education out so when niggas do get out, they be uneducated. So they got to go back. Huh? Joe Biden done that. Slavery and racism at its best.
They weren't coming back. So there's a way, that's a way to keep them in there. You know what I'm saying? Privatized jails, all that shit. Trump all the way. Trump all the way.
Trump all the way. Did you hear that? Trump all the way. It's niggas out there that love Trump, right? I'm glad. Look, I'm gonna call myself the leader of the real niggas because I was one of the first real niggas to turn Trump supporter. So I'm gonna call myself the leader of the real niggas. There's no other supporter. There's no other Trump supporter in the world that does the shit I do. That goes out in the street, that goes to the rally, that makes the video, that feed the people, that argue with conservatives. I mean, that do the skits, that bring awareness, that do comedy. There's no other conservative in the world that does what I do, and I'm proud to hold that title. Damn it, I am proud to hold that title. Wait a minute, what time at? Time is no. I gotta see. Time ain't nowhere in the damn chat. Right? I'm proud to hold that title. Proud. But what's also I'm proud of is when I go out in the street, I'm recognized as a Trump supporter, not just by my people, you know what I'm saying, but by everybody. That's a hell of a great feeling. because it went from that. It went from people giving me dirty looks. It went from my friends defriending me on Facebook. It went to people calling me a sellout. People calling me saying I'm fucking racist. People calling me and saying, how could you do this? People not inviting me to shows. Huh? People not inviting me to shows because they say we don't accept what you do. Right? People not inviting me to show. Let me see. Let me show you something right quick. Right? Let me show you something right quick. And Instagram. Let me go on Instagram. See my Instagram still up. Right? So this how when I go to shop, this is how they introduce me. Right? When I go to places, this is how they introduce me. This is how they introduce me right here. Let me show you. Let me show you how they introduce me. You can't hear this shit? Why you can't hear this? Well, right, oh, there you go, right here.
Right there, and she's there. Yeah, like, one of them could be.
This is how they introduce me.
About myself. You never tell me nothing good.
This is how they introduce me. This is how they introduce me.
What's up? Prayer, man, for you.
This is how they introduce me, y'all.
Here you go, baby girl.
Come on with the shit. Come on with me. We ain't got time for baby girl. Come on. I hate you. Can't you?
The man in crime, man. He's all over the city, man. Plays everywhere, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all love him. He travels all over the country. Actually, y'all give it up right now for Black.
You hear that in the background?
Crime, man. He's all over.
You hear that? Trump supporter. You hear them in the background? He's a Trump supporter. This is how they introduce me. I love being a Trump supporter. I'm a real one.
City, man. Plays everywhere, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all love him. He travels all over the country. Actually, y'all give it up right now for Black
Rosebud. Trump supporter. Here you go. Look, here you go.
Up out of here and get the white with the. What the fuck this nigga got on? This nigga went straight to the top of the Kmart store. Like, give me that shit right there. Give me that shit right there. Give me that for.
Give it up for Rosebud. Hey, man. Some of my compadres, they be mad at Rosebud because he's a Trump supporter.
Huh? They be mad at Rosebud because he's a Trump supporter. Huh? Some of my compadres, do you hear the comedy world? Everybody, the whole comedy world know Black Rosebud is the Trump nigga. Huh? If they don't know nothing else, before I get on stage, they'll go to Trump nigga. Huh? I don't even have to wear no Trump outfit. I don't even have to wear no Trump. I don't even have to wear no MAGA hat no more. I'm so popular in LA, niggas know me as the Black Trump.
You know what? I was tripping on him before. Man, Trump ain't always bad, man. Now that I see this motherfucker, Biden motherfucker, man. I ain't got no money since Biden been in office, man. Trump was in office, I was getting paid. Hey! Man, PP, man, EDD money, man. All these motherfuckers, man, I had so much money. People, I had customers coming in. It was the first time in my career I thought about robbing my own customers.
Because they had that Trump money.
I'm like, I'm gonna tell them, just drop it in the bag, man. Get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah, man. A lot of money, man. Yeah, man. Trump ain't that bad, man. He pardoned Harry O. Death Row back. Man, he out balling, man. Harry O, man, was a good cat, man. He was putting shit in the community, man. Helping motherfuckers.
But the whole night, but the whole night was filled with this Trump love, right? And I kicked it off. Everywhere I go, I'm telling you, that's what that Trump dude. I love that shit. Here go the dude right here that was on the show. He hate Donald Trump with a fucking passion, right? Here go another dude, right? That he's a Trump supporter. He didn't used to be no Trump supporter. He used to be a liberal too. He also a Trump Republican, just like me. It's niggas out there just like me. We Trump Republicans.
Goddamn. That's like someone did you to court with no cross-examination. It means nothing. They offered, that movie came when they said there is no cross-examination. That's the Republicans' fault. They don't want, they can't come in. Yes, they can. They offered. It's a hearing. They want. There is no cross-examination, bro.
Right? And he making a perfect point. It's the point that I've been making for months or since the raid started, right? This is not a trial. It's not no trial because Donald Trump don't have no defense. He can't call in no witness. So you can't call us no hearing or no trial. This is not none of that shit. And nowhere in American history that you can have a trial, right? And you don't have, and the defendant don't have a chance to defend itself, to bring evidence for it, or anything, to testify, or anything. Have any of his witnesses come, right? So what the Democrats is doing is not fucking it's not fair. It's not honest. It's not part of the Constitution. It's not real, right? And when you try to explain this to people, like, hey man, you don't even know Donald Trump's side. Well, I know his side because no, Donald Trump's lawyers ain't gonna release his side because Donald Trump's lawyers ain't gonna give no information to the prosecutor so they can work on giving them a hands up with what the Trump team is trying to do. You would never know no Trump defense unless he go to court. His lawyers would be stupid as shit to put out a defense right now so the DOJ can strategize and go around their defense and convict his ass. They'd be stupid as shit. Donald Trump got way more evidence than he put out right now. Like I told people, right? Have you ever heard the DOJ say these records wasn't declassified? Show me where the motherfucking records say they wasn't declassified. I done heard he shouldn't have had them there. I done heard them that they was placed all kind of fucked up places. Or they were placed here, they was in a box, you know what I'm saying? I heard what grade level they was. They were top secret, this and that. I heard where they shouldn't have been. I heard they was ripped up and put in the toilet, but I never heard that they wasn't declassified. Huh? I never heard DOJ argue that. Well, they wasn't declassified. You ain't never declassified. I just heard you wasn't supposed to have them. They wasn't supposed to be here. And it's supposed to be over there. Remember, the FBI or the White House or the Congress or the Senate, then none of them, right, asked for the archives back. I mean, for the paperwork back of the documents. It was the archives building. And since when the archives building can send the federal police to do a federal job? It's only to receive, it's only to get the papers back, like library papers. It's the archives. If it was a national motherfucking secrets, if it was nuclear plants and all that shit, why they worried about them going to the archives? They should be going back into the White House. They should be going back into the Justice. They should be going to whatever organization they need, right, to be going to. Right? Because if you want to bring them records up, you got to go to the archives and get them. Huh? If they so top secret, if they was a threat to our national security and all that, what the fuck are they doing in archives? You mean can't nobody in the archives be corrupt? They just had, right? They just had FBI. Hold on. They just had the FBI whistleblower, FBI whistleblower, right? They just had the whistleblower, FBI, what is it, exposing nakedly news, right? Who yeah? You know, fire at least one Chinese probe allegation rules. Okay, they just had the FBI. Look at this, the FBI, right? We're talking about the FBI. The FBI probing allegations that the top officials broke security rules with smartphones at Washington headquarters, right? The FBI is breaking into the federal building, taking pictures of the fucking so-called top secret documents and sending them to the fucking news network. Sending them to fake news. So what kind of fucking top secret is that if the FBI, right, high-ranking official bringing unauthorized smartphones, top secret facilities, a security breach that can expose classified materials? This time the FBI said investigation and complaints and takes all security matters seriously. Allegations were, right? But they're taking, right, the smartphone. This article don't elaborate up in it, right? But they're taking the smartphones, they're taking pictures, sending top secret information, right, to the motherfucking suppress Hunter Biden. They've suppressed Hunter Biden laptop information, right? But they taking pictures of private information that's supposed to be top security and sending it to the motherfucking news, to CNN. That's how all these people know. Like I asked the dude right now the other day, hey, what did Donald Trump have? Oh, he had nuclear this, nuclear this. Ain't this shit top secret? I said, yeah. Well, how the fuck us niggas in Inglewood know about all the shit Donald Trump had if it's top secret? It can't be.
It's not illegal. It's just them doing this. It's not a cross-examination. There's not lawyers on the other side. They had, yeah, you're right. No, there is not. They had Republicans who could have checked and found it. No, they won't.
No, they have subpoena power. They don't have the subpoena power.
He's trying to blame it on the Republicans, right? You have Republicans. It's the Republicans' fault. You know what I'm saying? This to happen. It's Republican fault. Every time something happens, it's Republicans' party. Republicans didn't have subpoena power. But if we get subpoena power in November, guess what? The FBI gonna have to get their ass questioned. Dr. Fauci gonna get his ass questioned. The DOJ, Ray gonna have to get his ass questioned. The whistleblowers gonna get their ass questioned. Hunter Biden gonna have to bring his ass to trial. The people off the Hillary Clinton shit gonna have to bring their ass to trial. Wait till there's the only reason why everything is going against Donald Trump because the Democrats have the subpoena power. They can bring in all the witnesses and say what witnesses can come. Now imagine if the Republicans had that same power and say we're going to bring in all our witnesses and we're not going to allow y'all no defense. Huh? Imagine if they brought out all the information on Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and say, look, we're going to bring all this shit out and we're not going to give y'all no defense because we don't have to. Right? So it'll be easy to say, oh, it's the Republicans' fault. It's the Republicans' fault that this shit went down. If the Republicans didn't have no subpoena power, how the fuck is it their fault?
They don't have subpoena power. Republicans.
They don't have subpoena power, but they still can challenge any witness that was in there. Yes, they could. They could ask questions.
The Democrats set the rules.
These motherfuckers now want to ask questions. They in the minority. They're in the fucking minority and they want to ask questions.
They're not going to do it, man.
Because of overdue library. The National Archives, they never papers. It's a library.
But it's top secret records.
All presidents have done it.
No, they
Obama, yes, they have.
Obama's records, they would.
You hear that? It ain't nothing but a library. It ain't nothing but a fucking library. All the paperwork, all the archives and stuff. It's nothing but a big ass library. So you mean to tell me that these paperworks was more protected in the archives than it was at Mar-a-Lago? Because all the archives building is, I don't know if you saw it or not, it's a fucking library. You go there and you can get this book, you can get this paperwork, give me a such and such speech from 1963. Okay, it will be over here, it will be over here. It's not even properly stored. Anybody of much infiltration we got, anybody can infiltrate the archives, take pictures of top secret information, and send that shit out. Because it's not protected in the archive. It's not under no double locked and double doors and got under glass with security watching it 24/7 and you got beams and lasers and shit. No, you don't have none of that. It's a library.
Not classified. Look it up. He declassified.
He declassified his. Trump declassified his.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did. There's a procedure you got to go through. He did not go through.
Look, first of all, it's only a one-sided thing. He's only hearing it from one side. They all do it. Clinton did it. She had email service at her house.
And nuclear codes. Nuclear codes.
She's not a paper.
Still the same thing.
This is unedited. I gotta see this is unedited. It's a raw version of it.
I tell your ass up. You know what he done.
So they don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
You see? Now, this is what I hear from most people who are against Donald Trump, right? I don't like him. I'm glad it's happening to him. Not that these people are not following the law, not that justice should be served, not that everybody got equal rights. I don't like him, so they should be doing that. You see the hate that these people have? And you see the division that this shit can cause? By you saying you don't really care about the law, you really care about the justice system, you don't really care about due process as long as this man is convicted. Well, if you think like that, and you support that idea, right? The DOJ believe they can think like that, right? Because you support their idea. The DOJ said we can violate their rights. We can violate his due process. We can violate his Fourth Amendment rights. We can violate all that. Because guess what? We got the people so riled up on hating Donald Trump, they will accept anything we do to Donald Trump. Illegal searches, illegal paperwork, illegal surveillance, right? We can lock up illegal raids. We can go after all these people. But we put Donald Trump in such a atmosphere, right, of being an evil person, and everything connected to him is bad, that everything we do to him is going to be accepted because the people who don't like Trump think he deserve it. Like this dude right here.
Glad he's going through it. Fuck him. I don't like that motherfucker. I don't like Trump, man.
I'm glad he going through it. Dude asking for what reason? I don't like Trump, man. They can't give no reason. I don't like Trump, man. This is very dangerous. Very. Give me a reason why you don't like Trump. I just don't like him.
I don't like Trump. What has he done?
What? I got a list. I tell your ass up on the radio show what he done. I tell your ass up. You know what he done.
Okay.
Don't let me review. You know what he done.
He done a whole lot.
Yeah, you know what he done.
Wait.
Trump was a great
Just off the
economist.
top of my
But
head.
no, don't put
Yeah, I know the time.
I ain't no Trump fan, baby.
I know
Don't
the
put me
board
no
kind
shit.
of fucked up. I
You
know.
ain't got to be in trouble. You got to be.
Biden did get an infrastructure bill.
He said what Biden done, Biden got an infrastructure bill passed. Well, that's adding to inflation. I wouldn't brag on that. Ain't nobody bragging on no inflation. You don't see no black people running around talking about, man, I'm so glad Joe Biden passed that infrastructure bill. Now my future is safe. My future is secure. If he wouldn't have passed that infrastructure bill, I don't know what the fuck I would have done. I don't know what me or my kids would have done. I don't hear no black people talking about no damn infrastructure bill.
Bipartisan. The expectation level went through here. Now this motherfucking man, I ain't saying everything, but this man took over a goddamn economy that was fucked up.
He's saying Joe Biden took over economy that was fucked up, right? And everybody think just because Donald Trump had to close the economy because he was listening to the experts, right? And people was losing jobs and it was a lot of states closing down shit, right? Because you remember, it was the states closing down shit. Donald Trump kept on saying, open the shit back up, right? Open the schools up, open the fucking classes up, open the jobs up, open the economy up. Donald Trump kept on saying that. But the governors, right? Some governors took it, Texas, Georgia, or Florida. Some governors took it and said, okay, fuck it. We're going to do it. And some governors didn't, right? New York, California, you know what I'm saying? Michigan. Some of them didn't take it. So we're going to stay on lockdown. We're going to stay doing this. Jobs was lost. Businesses closed down. Businesses closed, right? Economy fucked up. So it wasn't Donald Trump saying, oh, quit your job. Oh, don't go back to your job, right? It wasn't Donald Trump saying, fire your employees if they don't take this shit, right? It wasn't Donald Trump saying, close it down for a couple of more months. It wasn't him. People were mad at Donald Trump because he tried to get people to go back to work so fast, right? So when people lost them jobs, it wasn't Donald Trump's fault. But people want to give Joe Biden the credit for getting them back. Trump lost them, but Joe Biden got them back. And Joe Biden is trying to say he's responsible for them numbers, right? That's like saying if 1 million motherfuckers at Jack in the Boxes all around the world quit Jack in the Box due to the pandemic, and then when the pandemic over, and then 1 million motherfuckers go back to their jobs, Joe Biden count that as creating jobs. It's not no job where you say, okay, I got this clean energy, I got these solar panels, I got this made in America shit, I got whatever. And I created 10 million new jobs because there were no jobs in solar power, there was no jobs in EV, there was no jobs in panel, there were no jobs in any of that. So I created all these jobs because before there were none. But you can't say you created a job if the job was already there and all it got done was it was filled. Somebody that's filled the position and you want to count that as a job. Somebody get a goddamn job at McDonald's and now you're saying you got he's back on the workforce. That's a job I created. No, you didn't. You didn't create them jobs. First of all, the government don't create jobs. They create policy. The private industry, the private sector create jobs. When they want to build a building, when they need workers inside of there, when they need security to guard the spot, when they need people to put shit on the shelf, when they need people to work and fix the computer, when they need maintenance on buildings, when they shit installed, you can give people grants and all that old shit, but it's the private sector that created jobs. So when Joe Biden say I created these jobs, you's a damn lie because you don't create jobs.
No, what? You crazy. Man, how many jobs was I, man, when he took over? Come on, what was the job straight?
We go there all the time.
Google it. Google it.
It's the corona, man.
It don't matter. It happened.
That wasn't even me. That was somebody else saying it was a corona. It was a corona. If it wasn't for corona, Joe Biden wouldn't have produced all them jobs. If the economy was still going the way Donald Trump had without the Wuhan, right? Joe Biden wouldn't have created all them jobs because there ain't been no new manufacturing. Because in order to have a new job, you have to have a new industry, right? There's no new industries. You shut industries down. You shut gas company down. You cause jobs. Right now, they saying it's going to be a big tech wave. There's a lot of people with Fortune 500s for to get their ass fired. Apple and Google and Amazon, right? So it's not hitting the lower class. It's also hitting the upper echelon. You like this video? Go ahead and donate. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw that in. If you like this video and you're digging this video and you want to look, I still got slots open, right? For the video coming up today. I still got slots open, right? I still got slots. James, you say you already know you got a slot, right? But I still got slots open for the skit I'm doing. See, I got a slot right here. You want your slot, you better send that donation. If you want a slot, I got a slot right here open. I got to put a joke in. I got a slot right here. I got to put a joke in. Oh, let me see, right? What did it say? We're going to play this right quick. We're going to play this right quick. Oops. We're going to play this right quick and say where to do. Say where to do. Oh, now it's not playing. What the hell is going on now? How's it not playing now? Oh, here, go right here. So how's it not playing now? I don't know which one I'm going to put up first. I don't know. I still got to work on that other skit. What the hell is... It's still... Okay, put the sound on. Put the sound on. Okay, now we go. Here we go.
Threat to our nation and to the world.
Oh, man.
The
Democrats... Here we go. Democrats don't give a damn about a kid if they're born or unborn.
Last week was the start of high school sports. So many students invest and train their entire lives for the opportunity to take the field and chase their dreams.
And not the ones that grew up as boys and now want to be little girls.
But sadly, over the last 2 years, those moments were stolen away by J.B. Pritzker and his unilateral lockdowns.
And the same girl dreams was stolen by a boy taking hormone shots. Next, we're here to talk about why schools didn't reopen on time.
President Trump is continuing his push to reopen schools this fall.
Because if we would have opened schools when Donald Trump said open schools, black kids wouldn't be 2 years left behind.
Was it a mistake to keep children home for school so long during the...
And maybe that's a question you should ask China.
You have done this because I'm not going to put that P word up in here. The usual might think it's me. Maybe that's a question you should ask China. But this video is going on the other page, right? This video right here is going on the other page because I don't know if they're going to try to flag it or not, right? So I got to put it on the other page before I start putting videos back on this page before I, you know what I'm saying, get another strike.
Would you have done the schools any differently? Because I think that's where a lot of parents are upset about what happened with the schools.
Well,
do you think you could have made any other choice?
Don't ask me. Ask China that question, okay?
Ask any Democrat now, do they regret the lockdown? And they probably would say yes. Now that's election time.
Never again should we allow this to happen.
Ooh, hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. Here we go. This a teaser. I can't let y'all see the whole video. It's a teaser.
There.
It's a teaser right here. So now you want to blame it on the locals. The Democrats love playing the blame game.
I know I do.
Everyone wants our schools reopened.
Well, why in the hell the teachers kept bullshitting with the delays? Every damn week the kids were supposed to go back, the teachers union came up with another rule.
President Trump is accusing Democrats of wanting to keep schools closed for political reasons.
The question is how to make it safe, how to make it stick, forcing education students back into the classroom.
And this is why our kids so fucking dumb right now. This is why the black kids so fucking dumb, because of this. Remember, Trump wanted them in school. Mr. Biden didn't. Keep them out. Let them stay at home. This is why the black kids right now, especially from grade 4 and on down, right, will never catch up. They're 2 years behind. Their parents don't have the finances, the time, the ability, or the resources to help their kids catch back up them 2 years that they lost. And these motherfuckers proud of it. Look how they sitting up here talking about it. Look how they sitting up here talking about how they proud they is of keeping kids out of school. They don't give a fuck. It's not affecting their kids. It's not affecting them. This bitch a teacher, and she should know the effects of keeping kids out of school, right? You should know if you follow the science. I don't want to go too deep because the YouTube right listening, but if you follow the science, you would have saw that the kids had a lower risk than adults, right? And disclaimer, YouTube, this is for educational purposes only, right? But you should have knew. But you didn't know. You didn't follow the science, or you had the wrong scientist. Now it's because of you that kids are committing suicide, kids are dropping out of school, kids are on drugs, kids are committing homicide, kids are joining gangs, kids are done all of that. All of that. And parents are fucked because of the decisions Joe Biden made.
In areas where the infection rate is going up or remaining very high, it's just plain dangerous.
We have to get our schools open and stop this political nonsense.
Teachers are tough. We're right there with our students for all of their ups and downs. We pick them up when they fall. But it's wrong to endanger educators and students.
You hear that? It's wrong to endanger educators and students. Huh? They said it's wrong to endanger them. It's wrong to endanger them. So let them stay dumb. Let them stay dumb. It's wrong to endanger them, so let them stay dumb. Fuck it.
Any day of the
Fuck it. Let them stay dumb. We don't need to educate the black kids.
any day of the week, give me a good teacher and a chalkboard and an eraser over a Zoom call.
And any day of the week, you give my grandmother a gun, it's gonna be a drive-by.
Is unacceptable.
Mom Cherise Workman told us her 16-year-old son Jules spent much of his sophomore year baking at Paul Robeson High School.
And black people being cooked is not good. Have you ever tried to season one? Next.
Now, as one of 3 physicians in the room, actually, I remind everybody that youth suicide has doubled. Our youth's mental health has never been worse. But today, the issue of getting our kids back in school feels more like parents versus the teachers union, and it should not be.
Right? You know how I twisted this video? I didn't use. I used the politicians to talk about the Wuhan, right? But I replaced the Wuhan in the video with heat and AC, because remember Joe Biden was raising all that money for ventilation. Well, we're gonna put all this money for ventilation so the kids can breathe and the kids can do this and the kids can do that, right? Put all that money, save all that money for ventilation, right? How is it that you save all that money for ventilation and kids are not going to school because it's too fucking hot? Kids are not going to school because it's too fucking hot. So now, not only are they 2 years behind because they wasn't in school, right? When they wasn't in school, you should install everything, heating, right? AC, all that. You should have installed all that. You had the perfect time to install all that shit, and you had the money. But you didn't install all that shit. Now they're going back to school. The kids are going back to school, and guess what? They have to leave school again to drop out early or do shit like that or close down because they don't have the proper air conditioning. How in the fuck you put some stuff up in there for the Wuhan, but you didn't put it up in there for the heat? That let you know they're lying. They didn't put none of the motherfucking ventilations in school. They didn't put none of that fucking shit they said they were going to put in school. Oh, we're going to put the plexiglass, and we're going to put this, and we're going to make sure the school have ventilation and all this old shit so we can't circulate. Remember the schools were shutting down because they needed ventilation. Huh? Remember, that was part of the teacher's thing. Well, we need cleaner air. We need this. Well, why in the fuck these schools ain't got no cleaner air and you got all this damn money? I wait.
But now kids are somehow leaving school early because it's too damn hot.
Andrew, very uncomfortable, especially when those classrooms are full, which we heard they are. We were here when they were let out of school, and the kids, they were fanning themselves. They said they were hot inside. Some even saying that it's cooler outside. That was earlier when it was a lot warmer than it is inside the classroom. So that again just tells you how uncomfortable that can be.
So the ventilation protected kids from the Wuhan, but the ventilation didn't protect kids from the heat. Next, Joe Biden is a damn liar.
And it's a well-deserved grade for him.
Because Joe Biden said he protected kids from the Wuhan, but not this hot ass air. Next, Democrats asking where the money for the Wuhan, and parents want to know where the money for the damn air conditioning.
The Biden administration and the teachers union that they look up to and respond to said no.
But the school district is working to bring portable AC units and more fans to beat out what they call an outdated and unreliable HVAC system.
Where the infrastructure money? Joe Biden, where the infrastructure money for the schools at? Why is these kids dropping out of school because it's fucking hot? Why is the school infrastructure bill outdated? Where's the money going? I don't understand where the fucking money going. Because you have to say you was prepared for this. As much as you motherfuckers talk about climate change, every single day you talk about climate change. Every time you get on TV, you talk about the weather. You mean to tell me you motherfuckers knew it was gonna be hot? You sons of bitches knew. And you talk about climate change every time, how it's going to affect this, how you going to help the kids, and you mean to tell me you raised all this money and you didn't do something as simple as get these kids AC so they can attend school? And you knew the climate. You talk about how the climate change. We ain't gonna be here in 10 years. Oh, the Earth is going to end in 10 years. If we keep going the way we're going right now, we're gonna be dead in 12 years. Well, y'all got that money, and y'all supposed to be doing infrastructure, but the kids get no money for air. How in the fuck do that work? How the fuck do that work?
Because he promised that he would have the schools open all across America within 100 days, and he's failed.
And the schools open right now, but guess what? As soon as they open, they fucking closing because guess what? They don't have no fucking air. They don't have no fucking air. So as soon as the school open, right? Look at this school right here. And I think this is
I kind of
Philadelphia. Look how they describe the school.
think that was the Democrats' plan the whole time, because in liberal cities, the schools ain't shit.
Standing in front of Philly's Meredith School, just one of the places that'll close early today because of AC issues. And a district-wide assessment, this building received an unsatisfactory rating.
Unsatisfactory rating. The school is going to be closed down because the school is closed down, not because of the heat. I mean, because of the heat. It was already unsatisfactory, right? It was already a health hazard, but we're not shutting it down because of the health hazard. We're shutting it down because of the heat. It's an added on health hazard.
Meaning it should be shut down. It's dilapidated.
The students here face questionable access to water fountains, even stairways to safely exit the building.
You have a school that don't have safe drinking water, and you have a hard time because of the hazards of certain shit laying around the ground or in the school. Who sent me that donation? Good looking out, Tom. I knew Tom. I wasn't on my other phone, Tom. Somebody used my other phone. I was just about to text you, Tom. You already know you up here. I'll just show you your part right now. Right? But they saying these buildings are so fucked up that the kids can't even go to them. But you're not shutting them down for that. You're not fixing them for that. You're shutting it down for the AC because the kids can fucking die in these schools.
So you can die from thirst, from no water, or get your damn neck broke from a broken damn stair or a rail.
For some families, those issues seem to be the standard.
Yeah, and if you live in a liberal city, it's normal. Next! Black kids are going to suffer the most.
Which is going to be a big challenge. In retrospect,
it is a
no
challenge.
Second thoughts. And I know hindsight is always 20/20, but given the numbers that you're seeing and the decline
of black kids, seeing the number of suicides that you're seeing the number of drug overdoses that you're seeing, do you regret closing down? Because during the pandemic and after the pandemic, drug overdoses raised by 400%. Kids needing help for suicide and mental health, that rose over 300%. Right? Teenage school shooters rose over 20%. Right? Drug use among kids for the first time rose over all these things rose during the time of the lockdown. Do you regret any of this? Do you regret any of it? Now that you see the results, the answer is hell no. They don't regret none of it.
that we just talked about. You still feel comfortable with the way that school districts, even, in your home state, handled the pandemic?
I think with hindsight as 2020, perhaps we could have tailored a little bit closer to that. But the fact of the matter is making the case that we shouldn't have done anything is simply wrong.
Well, what about black kids being left behind was right?
Money is not the problem. There's $67 billion that has been put in the pipeline. You have less than 10% of that has been pulled down by schools.
Well, none of that was for air conditioning.
It's ridiculous. They should not be in school with the heat like this.
Some classrooms have air conditioning, but most of them don't. So it's hard to stay focused.
Not in 1,000-degree weather. That will burn my baby mama back hair off.
So my message today is this.
But look how the kids are being treated in this hot ass weather. This hot ass weather. Right? And you know what I'm really trying to say? It's really not about the weather. Why they ain't got this shit? Because they said they took it and they started because of the Wuhan. Right? If y'all started because of the Wuhan, why ain't none of the schools got proper air conditioning or ventilation?
That money is for the Democrats' next agenda, not for schools.
And guess what? We got $60 billion left that we haven't spent yet. So why wouldn't we just reappropriate that $60 billion and see where we are in a couple of months? That's just too much common sense.
At least use the money to get the kids air conditioning in schools. I'm pretty sure the taxpayers wouldn't mind that, but they sure in the hell do mind paying for college students to get richer.
They're so sweaty when they come home and they're so exhausted and it's hard to focus.
On the classrooms, we're seeing about 84, 85 degrees. I'm sure that's going up as we speak. And yes, it's uncomfortable. We do have our fans going. The lights are off. We're keeping activities indoors.
We continue to support our schools. We continue to vote up bond measure after bond measure after bond measure.
And nothing happened.
Right? Your kids are damn near dying from heat exhaustion in school, and the Democrats don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if your kids are dying or not. Right? They don't give a damn about the kids.
Money is color.
They don't give a damn about the kids. Hold on.
Blind. Next. You can tell by the school systems.
I don't understand why any school district would subject their students to unsafe, deplorable, oppressive conditions.
Both Rancho Bernardo High School and Bernardo Heights Middle share a 3-decade-old HVAC system, and according to Poway Unified, that system has grown unreliable.
Here in Philadelphia.
So you got things are called unreliable right? And I mean, you hear how they describing these schools in these urban democratic cities? Unusable, unsafe, unworkable, hot. You don't have that shit in the white neighborhoods or the rich neighborhoods. You have that shit in the black neighborhoods. School, you can go to school and become injured because of school, right? The structure is so fucked up. You can fall down the stair. A piece of building can fall and hit you in the head or something. You don't know what the fuck hazard they got at this school. It's dangerous. But do the Democrats give a fuck? No.
In Philadelphia, the district tells CBS News that the average school building is more than 72 years old.
They admit it is an issue, saying we recognize the majority of our buildings are over 80 years old and do
70 and 80. And it's not the same city. That was Philly. This is Portland, right? In Philly, you got buildings 70 years old. And in Portland, you got buildings 80 years old. In every liberal city, you got buildings that are over 100 years old for institutions. A health hazard, dangerous to teach your kids in, right? But if you want to see the rest of the video, you're going to have to go on the other channel, right? You got to go on the other channel and watch that video. I will be releasing that video probably, right? I'm going to need a couple more donations, right? I need somebody donation to go right here. Somebody need to send a donation, go right here. Hold
on. With the state to deploy $385 million right now.
Oh, Randy K. I guess Randy K. got to go right there. Randy K. That's my boy right there. Randy K. Where you want to go? You want to go? I'll put Randy K. right here. I'll put you right here, Randy K.
It's just the latest example of how infrastructure troubles are disrupting the national education system.
What you want me to say right there for you, Randy K?
And with only excuses.
What do you want me to say for you? Or you want to be in this video, Randy? Because we got another video for you. I know video Randy want to be in. Randy want to be in this video right here. Randy want to be in this video right here. Where we at? We're going to save it right here. We're going to just save it right here. Randy want to be in this video right here. All right, Randy, I got a video for you right here, Randy. I got another video that I'm releasing today for you right. What time is it? Not that one. Where we at? 15, 9, 15. Oh, shit. Where is the thing I just put? 9. Let me try this. Let me try this one right here. Let me see. Is this it? No, that is not it. This is the same one. This is the same one. I got you, Randy K. I got another video that I've been working on that I'm also going to release today. I'm probably going to release them before the football game, right? Chargers, any football fans out there, you know the Chargers and the damn Chiefs play today, so that's going to be a good game. I'm going to be watching that game. So I'm going to release one before the game, and I'm going to release one after the game. I got a couple of more street interviews to do before I release the other video. I got to do some street interviews. I got to chop them up. I got to send them to this new editor I supposedly have. I got to do all that. This is a wrong damn skit. Wrong skit. Okay, wrong skit. Where we at? Damn it, I just say the damn skit. I just saved it. How in the hell? It's not here. Oh, it's not that one either. What the hell? I think I smoked too much weed. Not that weed. Not that one. I smoked too much weed. But it's been a lot of different. Okay, 9:15. What another one? I already done that one. 9:15, 9:30, 9:12, 9:12. What in the hell did I put there? Oh, this got to be it right here. This is it right here. It's called Joe. This is it right here. I got you, Randy K. This is it right here. I know I got it from somewhere. Here we go, right here. Tom, I got you, Tom. You already know I got time. You already know I got you in this time. But Randy said he wanted a piece of action. If you want to be in one of these videos, you better go ahead and send that donation, because as soon as I get off here, the video will be going up in like 30 minutes. I only got like 2 or 3 more jokes. I left them spots open in case somebody wanted to donate and be on that donation list. You know what I'm saying? I left the slots open. You can donate Cash App. You ain't got to donate Super Chat. You can go ahead and donate that Cash App or that PayPal. You know what I'm saying? And you can still get in this game. You ain't got to donate the Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? You can go donate the PayPal. You know what somebody told me? He said, Black Rosebud, you know why people don't like giving you no money? Because you do it for free. Like if you would have started off paying, right? People don't like to pay for free shit. Like people ain't finna pay for Facebook because it's free. Like people don't want to pay for your channel because it's free. I like, you know what? That do make perfect sense. So now I'm finna start concentrating on my Patreon, because then the people that invest in me. Patreon, I got some videos coming out tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to make sure if you're on my Patreon, I'm going to make a video every day, because I have to treat the Patreon more important. I got some advice from a financial advisor. He said I have to treat people who invest in me better than I treat the people who don't, right? So the people who invest in me, right, are the people that's on Patreon, right? They even though I've been tripping and I ain't been on my job and shit like that, they still dedicated, right? They still drop that money every month. So I'm going to have to make them, right, more important than this channel. Nothing against this channel, but if I keep on giving up the material for free, right, ain't nobody gonna want to pay for it. That's like, if you finna pay for Facebook or you finna pay for Instagram, hell no, because it's free. And if they start charging you, right, off the free shit, you might just not subscribe or unsubscribe. The same with this. If I start charging people for these videos, you might unsubscribe, say, fuck it, he charging people for the video, so I ain't finna go over it. Because I already started giving to you for free. And it makes perfect sense, because I put myself in, I'm not finna pay for nothing free either. So you're right. I'm gonna bring him on the show, right? And he's gonna explain better than you, because he's also do the taxes and all kind of shit, right? But he told me, like, hey man, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it backwards. I'm also gonna come out with some shirts today, right? I got some shirts that I'm finna go get made today. You're gonna have the necks on it, you know. So if you want to get one of them shirts, I will be they will be on the sale list. Dude doing the design for me right now, but they will be on a full sale list sometime this week. But let's get into Joe Biden. Good looking out, Time. It better be as good as the others. All my videos good, Time. All the videos, Time ain't never satisfied. All the videos good, Time. Watch this one.
Go today.
Watch this video, Time. This video good too.
Signed the Inflation
This video good too.
Inflation Reduction Act into law.
But for almost 2 years, this country has been fucked.
A single most important legislation passed in the Congress to combat inflation, and one of the most significant laws in our nation's history, in my view.
Well, I think you need to take off them aviators, because evidently they fucking up your view.
I said it then, and I'll keep saying it. With this law, the American people won, and special interests lost. Say it again. The American people won, and special interests lost.
Your ass shouldn't be talking about special interests. You should be talking more like special ed. Next. I thought Joe Biden claimed that he was for the American workers. I always knew that was some bullshit.
Union jobs. Jobs you can raise a family on. Jobs that can't be outsourced.
Jobs that don't exist. Next. Joe Biden don't want to talk about the real problems that's going on, like the railroad strike.
We're talking about 40% of the nation's freight could come to a standstill next week. This sounds like it could be a big problem.
And as usual, Joe Biden is not going to say nothing until it's too late. Next. Inflation about to double in about a month. But Joe Biden got a solution for the workers.
This law is about more than rebuilding infrastructure. It's also about rebuilding the middle class.
And say, fuck the lower class. How come Joe Biden went from campaigning on working for the lower class, but now his ass is advocating for the middle class?
This is an extraordinary story being written today in America by this administration as I step off.
Hold on, let me get because we finna hit this video in a minute. Let me get into the juicy part, right? As you know, this is about inflation, right? And how Joe Biden is turning before this strike happened, right? Before the strike happened, right? Before the negotiation happened, right? The union, the railroad union will fit a strike. Joe Biden jumped in and put a federal mandate in order, right? So the workers couldn't strike. So Joe Biden hopped in the middle of a negotiation because this strike was supposed to happen 60 days ago. This coming Friday was only was the last of the 60 days, and it was time up. Joe Biden stepped in and put some federal shit up in the game that didn't allow the union workers to strike. So now it comes to, right? No wonder why Joe Biden wants everybody to join a union, because a union is controlled, right? Because anytime Joe Biden can say, I want to put some federal shit up in place that makes it illegal for these railroad workers to strike, that's taking the power out of the people, out of the hands of the people. And you're putting it back into the union's hand. You're putting it back into the special interest hand. The people you said you were fighting against. And you're not helping the people you said you was fighting for. It's all a game. You join the unions if you want to, because guess what? Whoever controls your union, whoever controls the unions, control the workers. And Joe Biden and the Biden administration and the Democrats want to control the fucking governments. They don't want you to be an independent contractor, right? They don't want you to be an independent contractor. They want you to be part of the system.
This lawn, I see leaders who made the government of America begin to work again. Work for the people, not special interests, for the people.
The people, my ass. The people is the working class. Joe Biden is advocating for the damn middle class.
That's why I continue to call on Congress to fully and finally pass the PRO Act, which makes it easier for workers.
Yeah, easy to control. If you control the union, you control the workers.
It could get resolved. The key issue here is the idea that many railway workers have to be on call 7 days a week, which prevents them from planning any personal time. The railway workers say that's not quite fair. That seems like something that could be resolved if cooler heads prevail.
And what are those things? Well, health care, a pension, God willing, higher wages and a safer workplace. It's my team. You guys build America, not Wall Street. Unions build America.
That's right. You see how Joe talk about unions? Unions. But he gonna stab unions in the back. Joe Biden stabbed the unions in the back for this damn labor deal right here. He stabbed them in the fucking back. They got what they wanted, but before Joe Biden stabbed their ass in the back.
The reason we have is because of the victories won by labor. We, the federal government, should encourage unions and collective bargaining. That's what it said. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, to take away your independence. Next! Why Joe Biden ain't working with the workers?
Workers want salary increases and back pay for hours worked since 2020.
I'm going to be a bit repetitive. The 8-hour day, the weekend, time and a half for overtime.
Wait a minute, Joe Biden. You have the railroad workers complaining about no health care, no free time off, too many long hours, but you wasn't advocating for them. You just hopped on here and say unions got shorter workers hours, more pay, all this old shit. Well, how was that? And these union workers that was fighting for the railroads was fighting for all the things you just said that the unions empower people with. How was that, Joe? That means you're lying for the unions. How's it the union going on strike for higher pay, more days off, and you say the union provides all of this? No, it don't, Joe. You know Joe gonna try to take credit for this. Oh, I ended the railroad. The railroad thing will fit go out of business, never fit lose millions jobs until I stepped in. When I stepped in, I ended this and I saved the country from this and this. You know Joe Biden gonna take credit for it, but he didn't take credit for jumping in and putting his motherfucking 2 cents in.
Safety standards, sick days, victories for all of us.
Work schedules and attendance policies must also be addressed so workers can take sick days and vacation time without fear of termination.
Let's be clear. for our Republican friends. You can't say you're for working people and vote against the PRO Act.
Nigga, you said you was gonna raise the minimum wage to $15, so you can't say you told the truth.
It's time.
Remember that? Remember, I'm gonna raise the minimum wage to $15. Everybody deserves this. I'm gonna fight on this. You don't hear about that shit no more. You don't hear about that $15 raise no more because that would help the poor. But you did hear something about student debt relief because that would help the rich. Huh? Think about it. He had a chance. He could have gave more money to help out minimum wage, to help out workers, to do whatever the fuck you need to do that for the people that's working, the working class, as you say, the people that stock the shelves, the people that do this, the people. You could have got them some money. But no, you concentrated on the middle class. But then you want to get your ass in campaign on the working class. You see how that goes?
We had a $15 an hour minimum wage so families can earn a living and get ahead. As president, I'll make sure we get it done.
The biggest test. The biggest test. All we're doing is focusing. How do we make sure Biden knows that we're not giving up? You made a promise and you have to keep it.
Donald Trump don't have that problem. Donald Trump don't have no problem with keeping his promises. You got people out here mad. He just made backed up his promise on the student debt. And that's going to fuck up people. This $15 thing, that was going to fuck up people, right? Because people would have got fired. It would have lost more jobs than it would have gained, right? People are demanding higher wages right now. And guess what? They're not getting a job because Joe Biden put in their head that they're more valuable than what the fuck they are. And guess what? Now the employees are starting to get fired and lose their job and can't find none. And machines coming in and taking the fuck over. Johnny Robot, Flippy Burger, RTD2, with whoever, the motherfucking robots is taking over. You niggas done quit, and the robots came and took your place, and they irreplaceable.
I approve this message, and I can't do without you.
What are you looking for from President Biden right now? I mean, we're looking for Biden to hold on to his promise, right? To actually act on his promise, right? Do you feel that he will? You know, I believe that people have the power.
Joe Biden said he don't keep promises. Haven't you heard? Next! Especially with union workers.
Union members get higher wages.
Hear that?
Better benefits and health insurance, paid leave.
The union workers don't get none of that. The union workers from the railroad gets none of that. I got homies that work for the railroad system. They receive none of that. And that's not the only industry. The oil industry, the oil refineries, right? And you a union in that. You don't receive none of that. So don't believe all that union shit is all safe and all good because some unions not. The oil out here in the fucking railroad unions, you getting money, but you don't have time to appreciate it. You're working 7 days a week, 14 hours a day sometimes. Some people work there for a couple of months and then quit, stack their money up, and then fucking quit because they have no free time.
Texas against discrimination and harassment.
Don't everybody receive that right?
He's trying to say the same thing that he wanted to protect the union workers with as he wanted to protect the transgender community with. Discrimination. So now what the fuck is the union workers getting discriminated on? What is they? I mean, they white, they black, they Mexican, they women, they men. What? I mean, they everything. How the fuck are they getting discriminated on? You already got the job. There's no discrimination. And even then, if you discriminate on somebody that gets a job, that's illegal. You don't need no fucking union to protect you from that. That's illegal.
Next. The Biden administration is proud of their work.
This is your.
Let me fast forward because we finna end this. I had to finish. So your donation's almost sent in. If you want a part of this video, you better send that donation in. Hold on, where we at right quick? Oh, well, fuck people, booty jed, boot to jeds.
Been 2 years and y'all ain't got shit fixed yet. And
not right here. Where we at? I want to show this part here. Where we at? Right here. Let's see right here. What's right here? Okay, this is cool, right? This cool information right here. This cool information right here.
Like time and donate to the channel.
Here go Tom part right here. Tom, here go your part right here. Here go your part.
That's why more people need to be like Tom and donate to the channel.
More people need to be like Tom and donate to the channel. Like Tom, be like Tom.
But Tom ain't never satisfied. You can be satisfied.
Tom ain't never satisfied. You can be satisfied. You ain't gotta be like Tom. You can be satisfied. Tom ain't never fucking satisfied. Tom hit me. Hey, Tom hit me in the middle of the motherfucking night. Hey, Black, wake your ass up. It's time to do a video. You know I ain't satisfied. All right, damn it, Tom. Let me call Randy K and give me some Randy K. But here I go, Tom. Let me wake up first, Tom. Hurry up and wake the fuck up. I want to laugh. If a video ain't up before I get back from the store, that's your ass. I said, damn, Tom. Give me some time, Tom. Tom ain't never satisfied, y'all. He want the video now.
Tom ain't never satisfied. You can be satisfied.
For folks at home, maybe you're not in a union or know anyone who is in a union, but know this, it's hard work.
But maybe not. Maybe they just can't strike anymore. And it's not Trump who made this happen. It's a Democratic president. It's Joe Biden.
And Joe Biden ran on, I'm a union man.
Quote, the railroads are using shippers, consumers, and the supply chain as pawns in an effort to get unions to cave into their demands.
And with Joe Biden helping the corporations, they're going to do just that. Next.
So, okay, we'll see. So if you're following the actual news, you see that this would be the least surprising thing you ever saw, right?
Not if you watch the video off a Hunter Biden laptop.
So Joe Biden comes out against the workers and in favor of corporations. That's called Tuesday.
And
you hear the young Turks are starting to get on Joe Biden's ass. At least the young Turks kept it 100, right? At least they kept it 100 and say, Joe Biden don't fuck with the union workers. He may act like it, but he don't fuck with the union workers. He fuck with the special interests.
My grandmother doing a drive-by is called Every Day.
But I spoke with one of the union representatives that tells me that they feel like they have enough evidence, and as well, they are willing to make their case to say, I do need that wage increase right now.
And if you're watching this video,
Joe Biden, I need that wage increase, which you was preaching about. Wage increase, union workers say they was fighting for 2 years, 2 whole fucking years. For every single thing Joe Biden said he ran on as far as what the union workers should accept, right? And the benefits of being a union worker, right? They was working, they was protesting for 2 years to get them same very rights. As soon as they got them rights, Joe Biden stepped his ass in and said, you can't go on strike, right? We're gonna set up some mediators. The mediators didn't work. They shot Joe Biden mediators down. Fuck it, right? They shot the mediators down. Mediators came up with some bullshit. On the very last day, the Biden administration caved in and give the workers everything they want. Everything they want. But the Biden administration had to do it. It wasn't the fucking union. The union still had, they turned down the union's offer. Well, we don't want to work for that. You talking about this, you talking about that. Well, we don't want to work for that. Joe Biden, right, had to step in. The Biden administration had to step in and set regulations to make this shit happen. When in actuality, this shit should have been happened. They should have had a raise. They should have had them hours. They should have had sick days. They should have had this shit. You should have even hired more workers to make sure that they'd have them days off and shit like that. Right? Because it's a shortage of workers too, because people don't want to work because of that very thing. I'm not for the work. It's good money, but I don't get no sleep. I don't get no rest. I don't get to have no fun, no me time. Right? So Joe Biden, in order for him not to look bad, because imagine if this economy would have went down again, right? That would have been it for Joe Biden. That would have fucking been it. But Joe Biden stepped in, and his nuts was to the fire. He had to give these people every single thing they want.
video, it would be good if you sent a donation right now. Next! Because I do more for you than Joe Biden do for union workers.
Hey, there go P. Mosley. P. Mosley, this is my first time seeing P. Mosley in the chat. P. Mosley be donating when the video over. I'm glad you can make it here, P. Mosley, because I be seeing your donations in the chat, but I never saw you in the live. You know what I'm saying? Get looking out on the donation, Randy K. Right? I forgot to give you the blue check. But get looking out on P. Mosley, who always coming through in the videos. I be seeing him in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Putting your name up. Good looking out. My first time seeing you in the chat.
Okay, he does that every day, all day. He's a corporate Democrat.
And a hair sniffer.
But the board will have to investigate and bring that back within the next 30 days to Biden.
Guess it didn't go that well.
Now,
that was the talks. They were supposed to have talks, and the Biden administration was supposed to work out a deal. But the Biden administration didn't work out the deal, and the workers turned the Biden administration mediators down. They turned them down last month, and they started talking back with the union. The union didn't want to make no deal, right? So they said, okay, well, fuck it. Friday, we're going to strike if you don't want to make no deal, right? Joe Biden had to step in. He had to step in. So he stepped in on the union side, and he stepped in on the worker side. He stepped on both when he supposed to left it out their hand and let the union have the power. I mean, let the workers have the power to go after the unions.
Go that well.
Now, if you're a sucker and you read the New York Times and you watch CNN, you won't ever see that.
Because it's fake news.
If you watch Fox News, as we showed you earlier in the show, you'll see that he's so pro-worker. He's too pro-worker. Oh, he hates corporations. He hates capitalism. He's absurd.
And how was that? Next! Joe Biden is a fraud.
Biden just gave a fiery Labor Day speech in Milwaukee. The White House says the president's visit to celebrate the dignity of American workers.
Okay, so that's standard, okay? But the reason why I think this story is really interesting is because, so Joe Biden can issue an executive order.
Joe Biden could have issued an executive order a month ago to make sure the union, right, take care of the workers. Make sure the union follow the laws, right, and give the workers the benefit that Joe Biden preaches about all the time. Joe Biden could have set an executive order, right? But the only executive order he made is he gave an executive order for the workers not to strike, a federal for the workers not to strike until 60 days until negotiations come. We're even going to send in our mediators. Well, Joe Biden mediators didn't work. Remember, Joe Biden said he was going to send in a team for the filibuster, a team for the courts, a team for reparation, a team for the border, a team. Joe Biden got all these fucking teams, and ain't none of them working. I'm going to have a team look into the resources. I'm going to have a team look into the. Come on, you got a team to look into everything. Well, this team didn't fucking work.
Congress must not cave.
Accept them. Our unions will not cave into these scare tactics, and Congress must not cave into what can only be described as corporate terrorism. Congress must not cave in. These are the workers, the labor workers saying, Congress, you should not step in. Let us handle this because this is corporate terrorism. They're not giving us no sick time. They're making us work 7 days a week. We got to work overtime. We got to work in fucked up conditions, right? This is harsh. It's corporate terrorism. You know what? Congress, stay out of this. We got this. We got them by the nuts. Stay out of it. Joe Biden said, nope.
Into what can only be described as corporate terrorism.
So he can take strong action immediately because he said that he would take $10,000 of student debt off of everybody. And we all know he can do it through executive order.
But he can also do this and keep the railroads up and running by executive order. And best believe me, if they would have went on strike, Joe Biden nuts would have also been to the fire again, and he would have signed that executive order. He's not signing the executive order because he wants to, and it will be the right thing to do. He signed an executive order because he had to.
Quote, with less than a week away from potential service disruption, carriers are obligated to take appropriate action to prepare. This includes making plans for handling hazmat shipments, and notification to shippers is an essential part to that contingency plan.
It's been a year and a half. He just can't seem to find that executive order. Where's my pen? Where's my pen?
It's probably up his ass.
Right? Marijuana, he said that he...
Well, let me fast forward this because I'm going to get ready to end this skit. We're almost to the end of this video. I'm about to end this skit, right? Where we at? Let's go right here.
Trickle down.
Right here.
Trickle down economics.
Yeah. That's the one promise he kept. He told his donors, don't worry. I love you and I will protect you at all costs.
Because I was never going to keep my promise to no damn union workers.
And here we are. That's exactly what he's doing. It's the only executive order he could find the goddamn pen for.
It's for the middle class, not for the working class.
Funny how that works.
It sure in the fuck is. Next! Especially when he always say something different.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy who ran as the successor to FDR.
When unions win, workers across the board win. That's a fact.
Like there were all those, and it's like
2.0.
you could have just stayed out of this one.
Despite this, workers have been getting cut out of the deal for too long a time.
You didn't, I mean, there's so many things that he either could have done direct an executive order on or just like not gotten involved.
But Joe Biden can't help it. He got to get involved. Joe Biden can't help it. He got to get involved with this shit. He can't just leave shit alone. Your donation go right here. I got empty spaces right here. I got empty slots. Your donation go right there.
But
your donation go right there.
Yeah, the point is if you get in, there's in labor relations, there's pretty much like if you get in the way of an authorized strike, it's pretty hard to come back from that.
Huh? Joe Biden got in the way of a strike. You gotta watch this whole video. You gotta watch this whole video to get the whole content of it. You gotta watch the whole damn thing to get the basis of it. Got the strike.
So it cripples when labor actually does something on its own. They're not waiting for the president, because if you wait for the president, he'll only hurt you, right?
Choice to join a union belongs to workers alone.
And they decide to do something. But did the New York Times tell you that? Have they told you that everything he's done has been in favor of corporations and he's actively helped to defeat all the progressive agenda?
You tweeted that you met the president.
Huh? Did they tell you that Joe Biden is doing everything for the corporations, nothing for the working man? Huh? I want to get the middle class new houses. I want the middle class to start businesses. I want the middle class to start a family. Nothing for the working class, right? You know what he tell the working class? Keep working. That's what he tell them. Look, keep working. We need you.
The nation thought about how much we depend on our grocery store clerks, our bus drivers, our transit workers. These are the folks who keep the food supply going and secure.
So in your words, servants, or in your ancestor words, slaves.
These are the custodial and cleaning crews that make things are safe and clean. And so many more people out there that we never pay attention to.
And your old ass still don't.
That's the one time he's super strong is when he's helping corporate America and donors.
Beth Roberts. The working class can't do nothing for Joe Biden, but Joe Biden say he's doing something for them.
When was the last time people took the time to look you in the eye and say, thank you? Thank you for what you're doing.
Not you. Think about this. Joe Biden saying the working class, the people that stock the shelves, the people that wash the cars, the people that load the food, the people that deliver the food, we need you. We need you. Right? But what did he do for them people? Did he give them any kind of tax break? Did he give them any kind of incentive? Did he erase any one of them credits? Right? But he's saying we need you. We need you. You are essential. Well, why don't you help us out? Why don't you give us a little breathing room, as you say, right? You give it to the middle class, but you leave the working class out, but you get your ass on TV and say, you need us. We can't do nothing without you. You help the country run. But as soon as you have an executive order, you don't give a dime to us. Some of us behind on bills. Some of us want to raise a family. Some of us want to start a business. But we so consumed in debt. We so consumed in bills that we can't get ahead because we don't have no help. You already gonna give a middle class person more help?
No, they never tell you that. So that's why Joe Biden does this in the middle of the night, in the darkness of night, and gets away with it.
Joe Biden do all kind of freaky, weird things at night. Something I can't explain on YouTube. Next!
Wall Street didn't build this country. The middle class built this country, and unions built the middle class.
You know, we're seeing it.
Right? But we're going to have to end this skit because I don't want to give y'all the whole little scoop, right? But I will be putting this skit up, right? It will be up before the football games go on. One be up before the football game go up, and one will be after the football game. So around 5 o'clock, I guess I will put up the railroad. And after the game, go about 9 o'clock, which would be about 12 o'clock Eastern time, I will put up the school shit, right? So if you enjoy this video, or you probably enjoy the other video that I'm going to make, you know what I'm saying? You can send a donation to the Cash App or to the PayPal because you no longer can send it to here because I'm about to cut this shit off, right? And you can send it other way. You can send it to the Cash App or to the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this video and you want to help this channel, you want to help promote this channel, and you want me to help, and you want to help me keep making these videos by allowing me the time and time to do the research to find this shit. This shit takes time. So if you enjoy the videos, donate, support, right? I'm out. Let me make this video so y'all can enjoy. I'm out this bitch. See you on the next one. Where I'm at.